now. Word. Saying words.
Honest, you ready to do your thing?
Just give me an opening.
I'm giving it to you.
We've almost got it.
I know. Okay, we did it. Woo, let's go. Oh, the way that neck went back.
Davrin, kill it!
What?
Now, Lucanus, finish her!
Okay, this is cool. What did you do to him? It shouldn't be funny, but it was.
Let's go!
Give me another shot.
Too late! Back to the Alluvian! Is it working?
I hope so.
Then
It's stopped
go.
all day.
I hope we got every other Grey Warden through already.
Evka sent word. Last of the civilians made it to Lavendel.
Okay.
Janos and his people held the line long enough for them to escape Weishaupt. And the Wardens are in Lavendel too.
What's left of them, you mean? Over 1,000. That's how many fellow Wardens I had. And now, one god, one archdemon. That's all it took to nearly wipe out our entire order.
Listen, the Wardens have had worst odds before. We'll make Gillenane pay, though.
I promise you, Davrin, we'll make Gillenane pay. For every warden she killed, every child left alone, there will be a reckoning.
How? We all saw what she did. That's beyond our...
We killed her archdemon, though. That's something, isn't it?
That's an incredibly rare accomplishment.
It is.
Yeah, after it turned into a snake monster with too many heads. Are all blighted dragons gonna do that? I don't know how to fight that.
Well, at least we've made Gillenane mortal.
Mortal or immortal, doesn't matter if we can't get close enough. We had our shot at her, and we missed.
Say what you mean, Davrin. I missed.
Nobody blames you for that, Lucanus.
Yeah? Maybe I do. This crow has a demon inside him, right?
Now, that's not...
How do we know we can trust him? Maybe the demon pulled his punches.
Okay, hold on. Now we're getting...
And you, Warden? What about the blight that runs through your veins? The same blight that Gillenane commands so effortlessly.
Just a moment, please.
Enough.
No, I'm kind of liking this. Like, I feel like we haven't had any tension, and it's been all, like, rainbows and butterflies and stuff like that. So, no. Keep fighting. I like this tension now. We're finally starting to act like an actual frickin' team.
Stop arguing. We've got no chance if we turn on each other. Chaos helps the gods and hurts this team. It'll get us killed, one by one. So get it together. We need to figure out how to defeat them.
We're all in agreement on that point, Rook. But the question remains, how? We barely survived against one of the gods.
I nearly had her.
Nearly. But you and Spite are not of one mind, Lucanus. Fighting for control, it's no wonder you missed such a rare opportunity.
I think we've all been distracted.
I've been preoccupied myself after discovering that hand of glory.
And I can't stop worrying about my new magic and what it means.
This is headed in the ME2 direction, where you shouldn't do like the Reaper IFF, or like you can do the Reaper IFF technically, but you shouldn't start end game. Like I always think like Reaper IFF is like that point of no return, even though it's not technically, but in my brain. But I digress. Like you shouldn't do stuff for end game until your whole team is like got their head in the game. What I liked about the way ME2 did it, though, was that Miranda was basically like, we've got people distracted. We need to handle that. And then that was that. It wasn't like overly complicated. There wasn't too many like different opinions in there, this and that. It was like a team leader meeting and it was in and out kind of thing. This is like saying words to say words, if that makes sense. Like, this doesn't do anything. And this is, once again, telling and not showing. I don't want you to tell me, Harding, that you are distracted by your new magic, or Emmerich, that you're distracted by the hand and all this other stuff. I don't want to be told it. Let me figure it out for myself, or let me just see it happen. I know you're distracted. I know Spite and Lucanus aren't of one mind, and you can just kind of leave it there and then kind of have been like, we've all got things on our mind, but I feel like we're oversharing. We're overtelling right now. These are things that we don't need in the story, and I think that this is what brings it down a little for me personally, because now you're taking the person playing, or Rook, however you want to look at it, isn't somebody that can kind of piece the stuff together themselves, or wants to piece the stuff together themselves, and kind of brings it down to, I don't want to say the word childish because it's not childish, but I don't know how else to like describe it, where it brings it down a little bit for me. It like makes me feel like less of a competent gamer. Because the game is treating me like I need my hand held. So this feels like to me more of the beginning of the game, where everything was being overly explained, your hand was being overly held. So yes, I get it. We need to stop and get the team focused so we can defeat the gods. And then I wish we had just left it at that.
The Nodists are fallen? What it means for my people?
Until those problems are resolved, we will not be prepared to face the gods. A moment of inattention, a single lapse, could prove fatal, and the gods will allow no second chances.
He's right, Rook.
I wish that like that last line that Emmerich gave, I wish that had been it. Like that's all Emmerich had said, because that's all Emmerich needed to say. Like that was perfect, beautiful. All we needed was like, you and Spite, Lucanus are not like of one mind, and I'm sure the rest of us are distracted too. And then his last line there, boom, done. And like we didn't need the rest of it. Yeah, he's right though.
We can't afford to stumble. The gods will jump on that in a heartbeat. We must be ready for them. That said, we need to find them first. Harding, can you send word to Evka? See if she has any rested scouts.
Scouts? Why?
The Darkspawn that attacked Weishaupt had to come from somewhere. I bet they'll be headed back there.
Did Scout Harding, the scout from Inquisition, the person whose job it was to help scout out various places and everything like that, just ask why I needed scouts? Sincerely?
Following them should at least put us on the gods' trail.
Got it.
As for the rest of...
Look, nothing against Emmerich. He's right about needing focus. But what happened at Weishaupt? That was more than a distraction.
So is what happened to Minrathous. What the Venatori have done. What they're still doing.
These are more than distractions, Rook.
You all... Why
Either
did we
way,
all say the same thing
we all
3
need to
times?
step back. Clear our heads.
Like 3 times everybody said the same thing. Why? We didn't need that. Like what?
So,
Yeah.
how do you think that went?
I don't know, Varric. It went kind of shitty.
Davrin was still upset there at the end. That's his right, after the horrors at Weishaupt, but I hoped I'd gotten through to him.
They stopped fighting when you told them to. That's something.
Emmerich is right, though. Everyone on this team has some kind of unfinished business hanging over their heads.
That's the danger in recruiting competent people. They bring more interesting and complicated problems along with them. So go help Rook. Support them. Solve those problems. And maybe start with Davrin and Lucanus. Or even Nev. She's taking Minrathous hard.
And the gods?
You've asked the Wardens to track them through the Darkspawn. That'll take time.
I should use that time to check in with the team. And then, I should go talk with Solus.
Better you than me. He'll want to know all about Gillenane, the Archdemon, and why you only stopped one of them. You know, All this talking wears me out. I'm going to take a nap. See you later, kid.
See
Good
ya.
luck.
Thanks. Is it weird that nobody else talks to Varric but us? Like, he just stands there. He never sits down either. Alright, so we've got people to level. I've got shit. What did I get armor-wise? This. Grey Warden. Yeah, it's so weird that, like, you have to hover over this still to, Garb of Kinship. What is that? Let's see what it looks like. Oh, okay. I was doing this. This is better. That's a 109. Okay, so we'll leave that for now. And then this stuff is good. Yeah, that's a 13 healing on you. Okay. So, my spidey senses are telling me everybody and their mama wants to talk to me. Oh, look. Yes, they do. Talk to Solus. Check in with Davrin. Check in with Lucanus. Check in with Nev. And then this. And then all of this. Good. So, we'll go and do all that. And then kind of sort of go from there. I'm guessing we're going to get many quests for companions. Because I had heard that at this point, like once you... Because we're officially in Act 2, by the way. So once you hit Act 2, everybody wants to talk to you. You kind of get thrown all the companion quests. And then, oddly enough, I believe the point of, like, no return for this game is in Act 2, from what a list of quests was saying. So, that is when we'll deal with that. But, at least Gillenane lost her archdemon. Alright, so I think Balara is in here, too. I could be mistaken, though. I think I saw... Yes, there's somebody at least.
Oh,
yeah.
Hi, Rook. Can I ask you a question? Actually, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you're several lines ahead of me here. Let's start with me saying, hi, Balara.
Right. Okay. It's just, you know, the elf thing. We're fighting our gods. Our gods.
Not mine.
It feels a little surreal, and I know surreal.
I mean, yes, but it's also necessary. Also, they're not Miri's gods.
Not like we had much of a choice.
Yeah.
So, what was your question?
I'm worried about our people. Or more like how other people see us. Maybe people don't trust us. Maybe they shouldn't.
What? I mean, we're not the gods. And also, who gives a shit what other people think? Like, why are we worrying about this? We're, like, thank goodness there's this line. We're not our gods. Like, why would that reflect poorly on us, given that they're howled?
Our gods aren't us. We can't judge people by their rulers, especially if those rulers are tyrants. Elves haven't been like that for centuries.
That feels too easy. Like we're not taking responsibility.
Responsibility for what? What is there to take responsibility for? Why do we need to take responsibility for somebody else's actions? They're not ours. I mean, it's not like Balara is out here waving around the blight going, ah ha ha, I'm going to give everybody the blight and transform the lands and change what the darkspawn look like to fit my wicked experiments. That's not happening. Like, why? This is literally, it's ridiculous.
And I don't know, I feel guilty anytime I think about it, really.
So who's that helping?
Who's what helping?
Feeling guilty.
Well, no one, I guess, but then what should I do?
Don't take the easy lies, keep fighting the gods, do nothing. I mean, you keep fighting.
Well, fighting two of the elven gods feels like a good start.
I wish that felt like enough. Like we were making up for, well, everything.
We have nothing to make up for.
Can we even do that? After what our people did?
Our people did nothing.
The Evan did those things. And they did them to our people.
Yeah. It's hard. All of it's hard. But I feel better. A little bit, anyways. Thanks for talking to me and listening to me.
You're welcome.
Hey, anytime. It's what I'm here for.
Right. It's a good thing to be here for.
Yeah.
See you later, Rook.
See ya. Okay. That was weird. That was... I mean... Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Lucanus because that might feel more normal.
Lucanus, are you in here brooding?
I'm fine.
You're brooding.
That's not a no.
I had her. She should have never gotten away from me. This was our contract, Rook. I don't fail my contracts.
I'm just glad you made it back.
Forget about Gillenane.
That's why I'm here.
I know, but I'm just happy you didn't get killed out there.
You shouldn't go easy on me. Mistakes get people killed.
You're an assassin. So do successes.
I thought I still had this. Whatever else I am, I'm a professional. After the ossuary, I thought at least I could still take out a target. I need to work.
I mean, we are up against gods, you know.
Gillenane was a giant face in the clouds, Lucanus. I asked you to stab a cloud.
And I missed the damn cloud.
My point is, that was impossible, and you still almost did it. That's not small.
I was distracted. That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight.
Whatever you need to do.
Have you been to talk to the others? Davrin, especially. I think everyone might have things to deal with now. I should check in with the crows. Whatever the word is, I'll let you know.
Okay.
There's nothing like work to focus the mind.
Okay, well, he's happy that we chatted, so that's... I got booted out? Did I really and truly just get booted out of here like it was nothing? What? You gonna say anything? No. Okay. I just want to make sure nobody has extra, like, say things lines.
Ilario has always been rash. He acts on his first instinct when he should wait for his second. I was always pulling him out of trouble. Then he always stood by me through my own.
Okay. Interesting. So, Davrin next, and then we'll, like... Or, I guess let's go talk to Nev next. And then we'll kind of, like... hop back the other side, and then the other side, and then the... You know. Until we talk to everybody.
Nev, that coffee in the kitchen, you made it?
Keen eye.
Did you boil it? If so, why?
I'm not picky. I got a cup and it does the job. That's all I ask.
I don't know where to go with this.
The coffee seems questionable.
Do you even know what you're drinking?
It's not entirely a liquid now.
It's an adventure.
So, what's the coffee for?
What isn't it for? The Venatori used the dragon attack for a power grab. Now they treat Docktown like their personal playground. I've heard more cries for help than I can count. And now the Threads have reached out.
The Minrathus crime syndicate.
Smuggling, extortion, protection rackets. The Threads do it all. They stay out of slavery and they hate Venatori. Enough to keep picking fights. My contact in the Threads, Alec, wants to talk. He doesn't reach out for nothing.
Okay, so... I'm ready to help.
If you need backup, I'm happy to help.
I don't expect you to show up for Docktown, Rook.
But I will. Really.
If you need more coffee, I'll make it.
Well now, is that sweet or trying to save me from myself?
Why is the desk
Let's
glittering?
call it both.
It's an interesting glitter on the desk in that. I wonder if it's settings or what. I get that they're trying to make... Do you have anything else you want to talk about? No. I get that they're trying to make picking between Treviso and Minrathus a very heavy decision. And, like, having consequences. I understand that. And I can even appreciate it. But at this point, you know, at this point, Nev's not sure if you care about Docktown. Legitimately, it was a non-choice in the logical, like, RPGing sense, as I've mentioned numerous times. Like, if you're role-playing this and you put aside romantic feelings for either Lucanus or Nev. You pick the side that has no army because they can't defend themselves. And if you're a past player, you know anything about Tevinter, this shouldn't be a thing. You know what I mean? So, like, the fact that we're still on this after what just happened to the Grey Wardens, it feels like, I don't want to say petty, but I'm gonna say petty. I'm here. Don't hate me.
Davrin, about Weishaupt.
I'm sorry.
Davrin, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I can't believe Weishaupt is gone. It's always been there, protecting the world.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
I know.
That's Renaud. Malmond. Anya. We used to argue. Who would be the one to take an archdemon down? Who'd die so that others could live? Not sure any of us believed it'd actually happen.
When the moment came, you did the Wardens proud.
Did I?
You didn't hesitate.
Because I'm still here. They're not.
Yeah, but that's not your fault. And you didn't hesitate when the moment came to try to take out an archdemon, which is what any good Grey Warden would do. So yeah, I think you did do them proud. And they were heroes, don't diminish that.
There's no getting them back, but at least they died heroes.
And I should have joined them. A Grey Warden kills an archdemon, they're supposed to die.
I know.
Who knows what happened? Maybe the gods changed things and the old rules don't apply. Why is being alive a problem?
Because I didn't expect to be here. Grey Wardens have an expiration. It pushed me.
There's more fight to go.
And if we manage to pull that off?
You'll do what you do best. Hunt monsters.
Plenty of people can do that. I'm talking purpose. I feel like a blade sharpened all these years to confront the worst darkness in the world. And my blade struck true at Weishaupt. What now?
Well, you'll raise a song to create a world where the light outshines the darkness.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you. That will require a lot more gingerwort truffles.
What? No! No! It was so close. It was so close. Like, I wish he had finished on that anger. I wish he had carried that all the way. Like, why did we have to break that with humor? We were right there. We were, like, at the emotional point. It was so good. Like, all he had to do was something like, you know what? I don't know if I can do that. Or, like, a little bit of self-doubt, a little bit of something. Because, like, he's looking for purpose. That's a huge thing. Like, to be denied what you thought was your purpose since becoming a Grey Warden, to learn that the rules have changed and you're out of sorts and you need time. That's normal. That's good. And now to go will require a lot more gingerwort truffles. LOL. It's like, no, give it. Like, we were there. Give me the rest of it. Like, I feel like that's been a common theme in this playthrough, is that I keep going. Like, I keep wanting a character to give me the rest. It's like, we're there. Like, you see it. It's like a word on the tip of your tongue. And, like, you've got most of the concept, but you're missing, like, one word. Like, you're trying to remember, like, an exact quote. I guess that would be better. And, like, you've got 90% of the quote, and you just can't finish it and bring it home because you can't think of that last word for it. And, like, it bugs you and nags you. This is what I feel like we keep interacting with.
If you want company, I'll be there.
I was kind of hoping you'd say that.
Just kinda?
Well, I'm not that easy to catch.
Hey, I know a griffin. He'll hunt you down.
Oh, you're in on this too, boy?
I don't think you're ever shaking him loose.
I can live with that.
While you sort that out, maybe you and Lucanus can try to bury the hatchet?
Yeah.
He had a rough time of it too.
I know. That was an incredible shot he took at Gillinane.
Then tell him that. Because fighting each other won't help us defeat the gods.
But we've got help. The Wardens, Shadow Dragons, Crows, Veil Jumpers, we're all in this together.
We are. But they've all got their own problems. If we want their help, we have to help them first.
Is that a plan I hear forming?
I think it could be. Thanks, Davrin.